What time is it and what time is it? Let me tell you now, it is the DW World Equity Times. From now onwards, every Monday, 9 a.m., 10 minutes is all you need to spend with us. And on every Monday morning, we're going to pick a powerful stock, and it may come from Singapore markets, Malaysia markets, Hong Kong markets, China markets, US or UK markets. And we call this the OTOP 1910. One target, one purpose, Monday, 9 a.m. and 10 minutes. Be forewarned, we are not recommending any stocks, but it could be a very powerful stocks or very potential commodity counter for that particular week. So stay tuned, and what you're going to do next is every Monday, 9 a.m. just log on and watch us. Stay tuned and be our friend. I'll be right back. Welcome to the OTOP 54 for the week 16 August year 2021, and this is a one target, one purpose, once again presenting to you on a Monday morning 9 a.m. in Singapore time. We're going to take about next 10 minutes to show you what will be the potential counter which you can actually pay some attention this week. So stay tuned with us, and before we start off, don't forget to like us, subscribe and share this video out. Alright, and I'm going to start now. Right, a quick revision on last week. Okay, on Friday we have the US Dow Jones and S&P closing at a new record high again, and this is the prices here, and Dow Jones closed at a price 35,515 and S&P 500 closed at a price of 4468. Although both were closing at a new high, but actually the gains were not too much on Friday. So based on last Friday, all right, if those of you who had followed the market news, sometimes like last Tuesday, the US Senate, all right, the bipartisan Senate, all the people have actually approved a budget of about $1 trillion to be rolled out soon, and the stimulus is about $1 trillion as I mentioned, and it is going to be used for the infrastructure bills and spending to improve the environment and the transport, logistic, all right, and the basic needs of the US economy. All right, personally, we feel that it's very important to follow the news that when will this stimulus of $1 trillion be rolled out. All right, first of all, it needs to be sent up to the Congress to be approved and further rolled out, which we strongly believe it could be anytime this weekend. All right, this weekend we are talking about, well, probably like 20th of August to 23rd of August over the weekend. All right, so pay a lot of attention to follow the market news. So now the question is, if this $1 trillion on the infrastructure stimulus were to be rolled out over the weekend in about another 7 days or 8 days from now, what is going to happen, and exactly which sector will be affected, and of course on a positive influence, and what we're going to pick on in the market. This is exactly where OTOP 54 is going to share with you. All right, let's take a look at this. All right, give you a lot of interest, because we have to explain that first of all, most of the copper, all right, and the aluminium and all the commercial metals that the US construction companies are using now, okay, they purchase from China. All right, from China. And of course, if there is an increased spending in the infrastructure bills, naturally we'll think that most of the supply will come from China. All right, China. So in China, okay, there's this state-owned enterprise called Jiangxi Copper, which is listed in Hong Kong, and the stock code is 0358. All right, listen up, 0358, and Jiangxi Copper listed in Hong Kong. We want you to take a look at this stock. All right, before we want to go deeper, this is a day chart that you can take a look. All right, it is simply wonderful, and the chart pattern is perfect. All right, if you look at the day chart here, the prices are sitting nicely above the EMA 200, which we call the exponential moving average 200 days, and it has been doing sideways, consolidating and squeezing very tightly for many weeks since June until now, alright, for more than 2 months. And the EMA 4 and 20 days are actually preparing to cross up. But on the other hand, if we look on the confluent indicator at the bottom, which is the momentum here, alright, the momentum is exactly crossing the zero line and going to move into the positive. In other words, alright, this market has got a lot of potential to climb and to shoot up anytime this week once the stimulus is being rolled out in US. Alright, for the day chart, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. Okay, and this is also a very confluent pattern, very perfect. Okay, when the time scale is moved to 4 hours, what we see here is an exactly pattern which is very similar to the day chart, that both day and 4 hours have got a very, very strong momentum and a potential of shooting up anytime in the next couple of days. Alright, but of course, when we talk about metals, alright, even including precious metal like gold, silver, palladium, platinum, okay, all this will be going up, and commercial metals will also be going up, but that is in lieu of US dollar weakening. So let's take a look at the US dollar chart before we sign out here. Alright, so naturally, as we mentioned earlier, when the US stimulus is being rolled out, more monies will be printed. Definitely we are going to see a US dollar weakening. And on last Friday, US dollar index fell from 93 down to 92.5, and looks like the pattern is gradually now on the verge of turning down, and this is a very good sign, okay, on the inverse correlations that this weakening US dollar is going to push up the metals. Alright, metals, and we mean the precious metal as well as the commercial metal. So 0358 for OTOP 54 this week. Alright, 16th of August year 2021 is exactly one very important counter that you must take a look. Alright, stay tuned and come back on next week. DW World Equity Time. We're always here on Monday morning, 9 AM, Hong Kong time or Singapore time, waiting for you.